I'm at the Mariposa restaurant in Las Vegas, which is absolutely incredible. The flowers here are amazing, the tables, they have lunch, they have happy hour, they have dinner, they have everything. And then they have Ninon. And here I am. And I have Blake Attebury with me. I don't know what he does. Little birdie told me he's a singer. Hi, Blake.
Hi, how are you?
I just love your eye makeup.
Thank you.
His eye makeup is better than mine. Maybe he should be interviewing me.
Well, I would hope I do good makeup. I'm a cosmetologist. I own a salon here in town. So.
You do?
Yes, ma'am, yeah.
So why don't I know you? I should. Oh, this is something
Absolutely,
to know.
yeah.
Yes, you can come and do my eyes.
Absolutely. Hair,
Your
eyes,
hair,
the whole
eyes,
thing,
and
yeah.
look, you've even got lines in your hair.
I do, yeah. My whole head's tattooed.
Oh, your whole
so-
head's tattooed.
Yeah.
I think his whole body is tattooed. Actually, I'm not quite sure,
Getting
and we're
there.
not going there either. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not striptease. How are you, Blake?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We've got a day here that's amazing in Vegas. It's just fabulous here.
Beautiful out.
It is beautiful. It's beautiful. And you are a singer, but you also have a salon.
Yeah, I'm actually, so I am the band System 6. So I do everything in the band as well as produce. So I sing, play bass, guitar, keyboards, drums, and
Jack
then
of all trades.
I hire people to come play live with me.
That's
So-
when you play live.
Yeah, when I play live, I have a floating and rotating band depending on where I'm at. The band originated in Kansas City. It was in Dallas up until September of this year, and now we're in Las Vegas. So you never know who's going to be there.
Sounds like you're doing very well.
I stay very busy, so I've
So
got.
you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Doing all right.
Yeah.
So you also have this salon.
Yes.
So you're busy with that and busy with the band. And obviously the epidemic kind of disrupted your salon. Is it open fully now and everything's going great?
Yeah, I was actually working in Texas when the pandemic hit. Well, I was working in Kansas when the pandemic hit, moved to Texas, and so there's been some kind of starts and stops. My salon in Las Vegas opened Halloween night of last year, so we're pretty new. So we've had...
So you had plenty of makeup you were doing for Halloween, really?
Not as much as we would like, just being the new kid on the block.
But you're new, so
exactly.
not many, nobody really... What's the name of it?
Sinister Salon.
Sinister Salon.
Yeah.
And where is it?
It's in the Arts District at 1518 Main Street.
So that's kind of downtown, isn't it?
Correct,
Around
yeah.
there. But it's in the Art District, which is not all the way downtown, but close to it.
It's right in between Fremont and the Strip, so it's a really good location.
Great location.
For,
Fabulous location.
Tourists, locals.
Why did you go down there?
That's really why, is I knew I've got clients who fly in from Kansas City and Dallas, and I thought if you're on vacation, you want to do something new and different, maybe something you don't do at home, you'd come see us.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Sounds like a trip.
Yeah, we're a goth and metal themed salon, so it's not what you're used to. We have rock albums on the wall.
I mean, you can walk in there and look actually quite reasonable, and you can walk out of there and be a hard rock sort of singer or something with all the spiked hair and the wild makeup. But why not do something different? You're in Vegas.
Yeah, we offer temporary hair extensions with really bright colors if you're in Vegas, but you could also walk in looking like a rocker and walk out looking half reasonable if you're not careful. So we do a little bit of everything.
What would you do with me?
Oh, highlights. I would just blend more blonde in. I would love to do multiple shades of blonde and just weave them in. I think it would look...
I'm coming down to see you.
I think it would look fabulous.
I'm coming down to see you.
I would love that. We would love that.
But just don't let me look too outrageous, because I've got to appear on television worldwide, and I'm this spiked up woman with all this crazy. Because I do put on heavier makeup than most people do.
You have to if you're filming. Yeah,
I'm filming, and I happen to like it anyway. So I'm not one of these, and I'm old.
Oh, you are not.
I just say that purposely, so they think, oh no, you're fine. It's my way of getting a compliment.
I love it.
I do too. Now, singing. Let's get back to this singing thing.
Yeah.
So you do hard rock?
Yeah, very heavy music. Yeah.
Very heavy. Well, there's heavy music and heavy music. So yours is... Can you give me a couple of bars of something heavy?
I could not. It's pretty heavy. It's really
and
heavy.
I understand that.
Yeah. It's like a cross between... It's industrial metal, so it's like a cross between like heavy metal and electronic music. So there's a
Okay.
lot
Also,
of
you got
keyboards.
a lot of that. Yes, a lot of that strings that fly out there. And
We do, and a lot of
noises.
machine sounds, a lot of rhythm. So
do you know, I happen to like that music.
do you? Yeah.
No, I mean, not all the time. No, nobody
Sure.
does.
Sure.
But I happen to love it. I sometimes I used to have to put the radio on and find one of these crazy stations, and I'd be driving around and having a wonderful time.
Yeah.
All by myself and loved it. All alone.
I love that.
So you say that you actually have you put your own band together, so you don't need anybody around you.
Correct.
Which means this is all electronic. It's all done computer-wise, right?
No. No.
Well, wait a second.
I do guitars and bass,
Okay.
and then I physically do some things like drums, depending on the track and when I do
So
them.
you could have a set of drums there, and what other instruments would you have?
I have multiple keyboards and synthesizers. I have 2 or 3 different guitars.
So what do? You run between them all?
Yeah, I start laying
awfully
ideas
busy.
down, yeah, and then I put one thing down and another, and then by the time I do the last one, I'm not happy with the first one, and
So this is when you're recording.
correct,
So this
yes,
is
and
all when
writing,
you're-
yeah.
And writing.
Yeah.
Oh, you write your own songs.
Yes, they're kind of the same process. So I start playing around, I find things I like, I start building upon ideas, then you start recording, and then you go back to writing and arranging.
What
So-
sort of ideas do you come up with? Because this is pretty, heavy music. It's got to be pretty heavy words in it.
Yeah,
What, are they very similar? Or are they sound-wise? They're probably similar, but word-wise, lyrics.
I think right now, So this is a band I've been working on since I was 17, and I shelved.
He's now 18.
Yes, right. Yeah, I wish. But yeah, I'm a single father. I raised my daughters, and I got to a point.
Wait a minute, daughters. You said so. You've got 2 daughters.
Yeah, my daughters
Where
are
are they?
16 and 14, and then I have a stepson
Hang
that's
on a
2.
second. Hang on a second. I'm missing something right here.
Yeah.
Totally missing out something.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 40. Yeah,
I thought he was something like 28 or
I really
26.
appreciate that. It's all the makeup.
Well, it's the makeup, it's the beard, and it's the eyes, and you look cool.
Thank you. I'm
Pretty
doing
cool.
my best. So.
Well, you're doing very well. And what are your daughters doing? Now we're on the daughter side now.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. Are they in hard rock?
No, they're both in school. My oldest daughter plays ukulele and is very political
Ukulele.
and likes to
It's
write
nothing
folk
like a hard
music.
rock band. I hate to
Ugh.
say that.
Yeah.
So, how did you come up with that?
It was my ukulele. I mean, I like to
Oh,
play
it was
around a little
yours.
bit. Yeah,
So
and
she started and she did well on it.
she did, yeah. She plays violin as well. And
Oh.
so, yeah.
So she likes all that kind of.
Yeah, my youngest likes to
Classical
skateboard and is into art and things like that. So,
So they're
and-
very energetic and they're out there doing things and everything else.
absolutely, yeah. And my 2-year-old stepson is 2, so it's exactly like you would expect a 2-year-old.
Wait a minute, a 2-year-old stepson.
Correct, yeah.
So stepson means that's not her daughter, her son.
It is her son, yeah.
Oh, it is her
Yeah,
son. Why
yeah.
did you call it a step? That would be your grandson.
No. So it's my fiance's son. But I'm not his father. Yeah,
this
his
is typical
biological.
Vegas.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
Vegas is very complicated. Now
Yeah.
we've got a fiance, and so it's
oh, I told
Okay.
you I was busy.
more than busy. He's multiplying the people out there. A 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Now, how do your 2 daughters like? Sounds like they like him.
They do. My oldest daughter takes care of him quite a bit, and she wants to do something with children, young childhood education. So she prefers to
Good
spend
practice.
time with them.
Good
Yeah.
practice for her.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. So
I absolutely love that. How was it as a single father bringing up 2 girls? I mean, I can see bringing up 2 boys because you'll kind of do the same thing. Girls, they need different things than boys. So
I honestly thought it was amazing. I thought it was great. I had to fight quite a bit to get full custody of them, and I did when they were 5 and 7. And I mean, I
you
wear,
fought for them.
yeah, I do,
It's not
yeah.
nice.
I wear
Fought for his
makeup,
girls.
and I've done crazy hair all my life and stuff, so I'm pretty good with some of those things.
Yes.
So between that and having the musical instruments they can play with, and I feel
Seems like
we
you've
did
got a lot
okay.
of entertainment within your home for your kids.
We try.
And what's this about this fiance? Because I was kind of looking at this guy, thinking he's quite handy and
Oh,
quite
thank
nice,
you.
and now he's got a fiance and a kid. So, fiance, what does she do? Is she in the music business?
She is a professional photographer.
Oh,
And
something different.
She
Great.
is, and the very last time I played, she actually played as part of my band for the first time. So
Oh, my
we played here last
goodness.
month, and She played bass in the band.
So you're involving her with all that and everything. Isn't that nice?
It's a tricky situation because if I go on tour, I love having her play with me, but if I go on tour, I can't have her go because I have to have somebody to mind the business and the children and things. Yeah, so
someone's got to look after them. Does she mind that?
I don't think so. We've discussed it. I mean, even when we were dating, we kind of discussed that because there's always the potential that I would leave.
I think that's a very good idea. A lot of people push that all under the carpet and hope for the best.
Yeah.
And you can't do that because you're dealing with people's lives, their everyday lives, and especially your two daughters that you fought for.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So now what comes with all the tattoos? He's got loads and loads of tattoos, and obviously I don't have any. No, I don't. Not anywhere where you can't see them either. I don't have any.
I don't have many as I would like, but raising kids are expensive, so
As many as he's got them everywhere.
Oh, there's a little spot here and some right there.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go. See?
See, look, all there. Look, a big thing here.
See?
Put a great big heart and put Ninon in there.
Absolutely, yeah. Look, that's my next tattoo.
Put a big heart.
These are my children's drawings. Speaking of which,
these are your two children.
Yeah. Well, they drew these, so that's my youngest and my oldest.
Oh, how
and their
beautiful.
Signatures. So those were their signatures when they were 5 and 7.
Those are their signatures. 5. They put pretty good signatures for 5 and 7.
They were doing their best. Yeah.
They did very, very well.
Yeah.
So, where are you performing next, or are you?
So
at the beauty salon.
Yeah, in the last 3 years, it'll be 3 years in September. In the last 3 years, I put 4 albums out. And
oh my goodness! Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm working on my 5th album, so it's really challenging because with the pandemic, I had multiple tours scheduled, and they would get canceled, and we'd reschedule. And not to go too much into details, but if you've never done this before, when I say I'm going to go on tour, it typically costs me thousands of dollars to say it because I have to put down deposits in places and rent buses and get a production team together and start looking at outsourcing and hiring musicians, which I have to pay for them to practice.
Because you can't have nothing when you get there. You've got to be all organized when you get to where your destination may be.
Yeah, so with the pandemic, I've been really cautious about that. And I regret it now because all of the bands that were ready to go, most venues right now are booked out until midsummer next summer because all the musicians just came out and were like, please let us play. So
yes, but then you get paid for your playing and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, of course you do.
Yeah.
So what have you got? You haven't got anything coming up in the immediate future, but you're doing your records.
Yeah. I hopefully
CDs.
Yeah. I hopefully will have some shows coming up in Las Vegas. There's a couple things I'm working on.
Good.
One I'm working on in Los Angeles. One I'm working on in Phoenix, and then I'm working on the album. And I'm just I'm running a new business, so I spend about 7 days a week down at the business.
You work very hard, don't you?
I do, but I love what I do. I love what I do, so it doesn't feel like
no,
work.
it doesn't feel like work.
No.
It's like what I do every day. I really don't do anything, but I work every day because I like what I do.
Yeah,
I'm not,
same.
it's not. It doesn't become work.
Every now and again it feels like work, but very seldom. Seldom. Most of the time I look forward to going in the salon. I look forward to working on my albums. I look forward to being a parent.
That's right. So you've got your salon to make all your money to keep things going at the house and the kids and feeding them all and everything else. So when you go on tour, that's kind of extra because you've still got your beauty salon going.
Yeah, and it also buys me the flexibility to go tour and do things.
Yes, because you can leave that and you're still making money.
Absolutely.
And then you've got... Incredible.
Yeah.
Now, how can anybody reach you, Blake?
Blake
Attebury.
Yeah, you can book at Sinister Salon. You can find my band System 6 on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, all of the usual. We're a phone call away. If you come by the salon, I'm there most days, so it's pretty hard.
You get to meet him in person.
That's right, yeah. I can
Be
even
careful,
do your hair.
he can get a little crazy on you. Do you go a little crazy on some people?
Oh, very seldom. Very seldom.
You do mostly what they want. But they
Yeah.
don't know what they want.
Yeah.
They don't know what they want, so you invent something for them.
So, sometimes they do. That's one of the things about raising my daughter's really tied into this. I feel like the beauty industry revolves around making you feel inadequate. And we've taken the other way. We want you to feel adequate. Whatever you want to do is good enough. And however you want to wear your hair and present yourself, and no matter what your race or nationality or how you identify, we want to be a safe and comfortable place for everybody. So that's
I'm going to go to a safe and comfortable place, and next time you see me, I might have all these different blonde streaks.
That's the goal.
I want a few red ones in there because I kind of like this. I don't know. I don't think it's red. I think it's more copper.
Yeah.
I get confused. I just say red, thinking it's copper, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, but it's not.
I can
Red
see
is
that.
one color, and copper is another color.
Absolutely.
And I love the copper because it gives those kind of highlights. So
Sure.
I'm definitely going to see Blake for sure. And thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. And this is what we do. Vegas Live with Ninon actually promotes everybody out there, whoever would like to become and be part of the show and be a guest, and we can put them out there, give them your name and everything else. I mean, we just give them advertising. And of course, Mariposa is a restaurant that we're filming in at the moment, and because they've allowed us to film in here, and they actually are our sponsors, so they sponsor us for being here, and it's amazing. They have lunch, and they have happy hour, and they have dinner, and then they have cocktails. Wow, they have everything. They have a place here for band, so you can play here, Blake.
Maybe.
You got a place, you never know. Why not? Shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Why
True.
not? Shake up everything. We'll be right back with our next guest. But don't forget to go to YouTube, Vegas Live with Ninon, and also social media shows are our production company. Take care. We'll be right back with our next guest.